Hey everyone, this is Chef. Welcome back to Uma. The days of free support card pulls are finally upon us. A Narita Top Road would be quite nice, and if we see a few copies in the free pulls, we'll probably go all the way to Pity. I believe we're getting 60 free pulls on this, plus we have an extra 1500 carats from scout tickets right now. It's possible that we could hit Pity on this banner. I don't really have any major pull targets coming up after this, and the more I think about the speed cards that we have on this account and how good they are for Trackblazer, parentheses, not that good, the more I'm interested in actually getting my hands on Top Road as a speed card that anchors our Trackblazer decks and enables us to get some much better results out of these careers. But that's all up to the draw. If we don't see a single Top Road in these 60 free pulls, I think it's unlikely we're going to do any kind of max limit break on her. Rob Roy is not exactly who we're looking for. Admire Vega's nice, though. There's a few other SR pickups that we're looking to get here. The big ones would be more copies of Sweet Tosho, and also of Nishino Flower. Like this, extremely valuable. Extremely, extremely valuable. I don't know that we're going to use Sweet Tosho immediately, but this is a very nice copy of a card to have. So let's go uncap that now, just so that we can have it around and be able to look at it. Wait, is that our second copy of Zeno Robbery's speed card? Hold on a minute. I have one of you already? Are you good? You're not horrible. This is not an easy skill to get. We'll look at you. We might see what happens when you level up. Filter me by speed cards. What do you do when I put more levels into you? We don't get speed bonus, hint levels, hint frequency, but we do get mood effect. You have no race bonus, which is kind of a killer. 20% mood effect, 5% training effectiveness with friendship bonus. It's not a horrible card. It's probably not going to be good for Trackblazer, though, with no race bonus. It's going to be difficult to fit that into a deck. Either way, what we were really here for, no, not you. What we were really here for is just making sure that we have Sweet Tosho fully leveled. This is a card that is actually possible to use and make a new track. We're at 5% race bonus. I believe we stay at 5%, but 5% is still usable. And this is going to be our second best speed card next to King Halo, as soon as we have more uncaps of it. Along with King Halo getting some more uncaps. Both of these cards are going to outpace Vodka, and in particular, this combination of two cards here between Shinko Windy and Sweet Tosho is probably going to be one of the anchors that holds our SR speed cards together. So, with two more copies, that's a pretty nice pickup, and even now I would say this card is probably usable. We have 42 specialty priority, 27 friendship bonus, 35 mood effect. Training effectiveness is starting to get up there. We have 5% race bonus now. We're getting extra training effectiveness and frequency out of it. There's the possibility for early charming out of one of our events. It's just a really, really nice card overall. So as far as what we're going to do today, I want to take one more crack at winning ticket before we go and work on some other things. So this is the ticket that we built last time. The obvious problem here is that this was supposed to be a long runner. The stats are fantastic if we were going to run her in medium. This is actually a phenomenal medium runner, but that was not the plan. The plan was longs. And I think the deck itself actually worked mostly fine. The issue was our inheritance. So we have no stamina, 3-star stamina, no stamina, no stamina, no stamina. That is not enough to inherit onto a long runner if we're going to run a deck that does not have any stamina cards in it. So we're going to run this same deck back. I was thinking about shaving Fine Motion, but honestly I'm kind of okay with her being here just as a roaming support card that has training effectiveness and mood effectiveness on it. And the biggest change we're going to make is we're just going to inherit as much stamina as possible. So we'll head back down to winning ticket. For inheritance as RRNs, I only want to see stamina, and I only want to see long sparks. We can't use her because she's a trainee. What if we include turf? Still can't. What if we go to 1 stamina? Alright, now we have a few options. How are these looking? 1 stamp, 1 speed, 2 power? No, none of these actually have stamps. There's no way any of these are going to be useful. Let's take an alternative approach. Reset our filters. Show me long, show me turf. We'll find something usable in here. This is the same one. Yeah, we're not using you. Speed, power, power, turf, mile, mile isn't really where we want to be. Power, wit, stamina is okay. Tamamo's okay. It's not great, but it's serviceable. We're getting 3-star stamina out of it. On Narita Bryan's side. Can Halo give us anything? No, definitely not using that. So this Tamamo is the best option we have. We're getting a little bit of stamina here, but then where we're going to get most of it is from this inheritance. And now we can get a bit choosy with the parents that we're looking for. It's this Bryan again. I believe, yeah, this is the 9-star stamina Bryan that we probably should have used last time. I think we were looking at it, and we didn't like that Masterful Gambit was here because that leans more end closer. We were more interested in White Sparks, but the White Sparks are not going to get us to our stamina cap. So I think we borrow here. We funnel as much into stamina as we can. And then we just run back the exact same deck, because I think other than the stamina issue, this actually worked fine. We are getting 1 gold recovery that comes out of Tosin Jordan. And in fact, the one change that we could make here if we wanted to... Do I have access to a creek? I do have access to a creek. So if we wanted to do this, basically, I think it's valuable... Well, no, I think it's useful if you can afford to have a wandering buff card in your deck. And what do I mean by a wandering buff card? Well, if we look at something like Tosin Jordan, we have 50 specialty priority, which is a pretty respectable specialty priority. We have no mood effect, we have 10% training effectiveness. This is a card that goes to speed fairly regularly and stays there, which is good because that's what we want a speed card to do. We want to get our speed to 1200. We look at a card like Kishi Amazon, friendship bonus 48% with the perk, mood effect 37, specialty priority 46. She's going to power trainings, and for the most part she's staying there, which is valuable. That's what we want her to do. We've been using Fine Motion as our wandering card. And what Fine Motion does as a wandering card is she has 15% mood effect, which will get larger when we eventually find our last uncap of Fine Motion. She has 13% training effectiveness, which again will get better when we find another copy of Fine Motion. But more importantly, she only has 35 specialty priority. So she goes to Wit sometimes. But all the times that she's not going to Wit, she's still going to other training facilities in your deck. And sometimes you might have a good double rainbow training or a triple rainbow training. And Fine Motion just decides to pop in on that training and gives you an extra 13% stats plus a little bit of mood effect on top of it. That's valuable. That's important for something in your deck in order to amplify your big, powerful trainings that you're getting in Summer Break during Trackblazer. The thing is that Super Creek does much the same thing. So she's 35 specialty priority, plus 20 from the perk, which puts her to 55. It's a little high for a card that wanders, but then you have 15% training effectiveness on top of that as well, which means that when she's not at stamina and she's wandering around to other places in your deck, she's still giving you a pretty decent chunk of stats. So given that we want to chase a more reliable gold recovery skill than crossing our fingers and hoping we get lucky on Tosin Jordan, I think we're going to borrow Creek, and then we're going to swap out Fine Motion for another serviceable speed card that we have access to. And it honestly will probably be Sweet Tosho. It's either that or Kawakami Princess, in terms of cards that give decent race bonus, but are also, like, usable speed cards. I just really do not like Kawakami Princess's lack of starting friendship right now. We need more uncaps on this card to make it better. So, let's give Sweet Tosho a spin. The race bonus that we're getting out of this deck is currently plus 5, plus 10, plus 10 to whatever's listed in perks. So we've got 20, 30, 40, 45, 53. That is a healthy amount of race bonus. And in fact, we might not even need Nishino Flower here. But I think we'll go ahead and we'll just run this at 53. and we'll see how it does. So this is going to bring our stamina up even further. It's going to cut back on our wit a little bit, but even with no wit card in the deck, we can still find opportunities to do wit training, and we can build our stats that way. So let's see how we do here. We also need to remember here at the start of the run to turn on automatic item consumption. And then let's see how we do. First two turns are just like URA Finale. This is beautiful friendship growth and a hint from Creek. Nice home stretch haste. We will probably buy that. It's fine for a Team Trials runner. Good speed training too. Not really passing up anything else to take that. Punch and race course is not a useful hint for Team Trials. It's okay. It's worse. What hints are we getting out of Sweep Tosho? Slipstream's not bad. This should probably be a speed training, just because there's extra friendship growth coming out of that hint. I was hoping I could find an opportunity to recreate here, but alas. Ah, this is fine. We can get energy out of this instead. That works. So now we can safely train next turn, which is good. This is 2. Everything else is 0. I think this can be a recreation turn. I don't really need to take a speed training that only has 2 people there. Let's work on our mood a little bit. Spam skill points versus power skill points. Let's see just how high our stamina gets if we really try and focus on it. It's going to help us secure victories in the 3200s, the 3400s, and the 3600s. This is fine for friendship growth. We'd like it to go to Toast and Jordan. Getting a hint from Creek for corner recovery is also fine. There's our mood fixed. No friends, 2 friends, but it's guts. 2 friends and it's stamina. This could be a rest, honestly. Just to recover energy here. None of those trainings are phenomenal. I think we can do better. 1, 0, 1, 1, 1. Okay, we can't do better this turn, but we can at least conserve energy. Speed, wit versus 20 power. We're gonna have issues building wit this run, so let's take wit. Power, I think will take care of itself with 2 power cards in the deck. That's 2 friends on wit, 2 friends on power. We wouldn't mind leveling our power facility, because we're actually looking to pull off double rainbow power trainings this run. Let's grab that. 1 friend, 2 friends. 2 friends on wit. I'd rather take the wit than the stamina, I think. We're not really looking to train stamina that actively. If we see like 1 good rainbow training with Creek there, we'll probably jump on it, but other than that, I don't need that facility leveled that high. So let's stay on wit. Continue to build our energy. I like this hint on Hishi Amazon because her friendship is lagging behind right now. And it's a power facility. The other option would be wit to conserve energy, but we're basically at full energy, and also we need to work on the director's friendship a little bit. Let's grab that. End closer straight away is probably not something we're going to be using on Ticket. Our guts versus 20 stamina. We'll take 20 stam out of that. 2 friends, 1 friend, 1 friend, 1 friend, 1 friend. This is a wit training for sure. And then that's going to take us into debut. So the drawback of borrowing Creek instead of Fuku is that we do not start with plus 30 to all of our stats. It is going to make our earlier races a little scarier to try and get through. It's not going to make them impossible, but it is going to make them a little riskier. The upshot is that because we did not inherit Milesparks, we actually don't run as many races in junior year. we have more time to train, and we have more time to build our stats for the important races in Classic Year. So all told, I think we can just offset that issue. Fuku stats are nice, but they're not necessary. First shop has almost nothing. We can almost buy everything in this shop, which is wild. Current trainings are 1 friend, 3 friends, 1 friend. I think we buy the power manual and the Vita 20 and we skip the megaphone and try and find one for later. The more I use megaphones, the more I'm finding that they're not very good early. So I don't think we really have to buy it early. We'll just grab stats and we'll grab energy recovery and we'll say that that's good enough. And then we're going to book in the Fuyo stakes as a reminder for when we can actually start running races. But everything that happens up to that point, this is just training. There are no races that we can run with our aptitudes such as they are. That's another good stamina training. 1 less friend on power, but this is friends that we need to catch up as far as support is concerned. So let's take the stamina again. We'll take speed and skill points. 1 friend on wit. No friends anywhere. I think I can afford to take a rest here. If we had better trainings, I could Vita 20 that turn. But we didn't have any good trainings. Power 10 versus Sunny Days. I don't need Sunny Days if this is Team Trials. It's expensive to guarantee the weather. We might as well just avoid it entirely. This is a speed training to keep building Shinko Lindy's friendship. Get a little extra skill points out of it from Akikawa being here. We could tank our mood to get Lone Wolf, but I don't think Lone Wolf is really that important in the grand scheme of things. Like, this is a good skill, and I do like it. I just don't think it's worth -1 mood to get. Actually, I don't have guaranteed mood ups coming up anytime soon, do I? I should check. Let's go pop over to uma.guide quick. I actually just have this open in a tab now permanently. Yeah, Classic early February is our first mood up. I'm just going to take other stuff out of that. One friend, 2 friends, 1 friend, but it's on wit. That's a wit training for me. And then this is our first race day. We don't have to race if we see a phenomenal training, but we would like to be building momentum in our shop with extra race wins. So let's see what we're passing up on. Not passing up on anything good. This is a great turn to race. Okay. Every single one of these races is going to be late surge or roulette, as far as getting blocked is concerned. Just something to keep in mind. Aroma diffuser, rich hand cream, speed manual we want, grilled carrots we want. Master practice guide we can skip. Megaphones we can skip for now, although these are discounted, and I would like to pick them up. I think for now we go Vita 20, grilled carrot, speed manual to build stats early. Skip the aroma diffuser and rich hand cream, we might find a cure-all later. I guess we can take a cleat hammer, and then we can run another race and I can buy the ankle weights and the megaphone. I do want both of those. I also want that reset whistle. I think we go like this. Let's also just use the carrots now. Our odds of getting charming are fairly low, so we might as well just pop it. Single rainbow, single friend, 2 friends, but it's on guts, nobody. This is a race turn. We can take a pre-open. It is not worth much for stats, but it gives us race coins. And then this is going to let us buy... Wow, let's go again. This is going to let us buy all the other stuff that we wanted in that shop. Take 10 speed out of this, I don't want to spend the energy. And then we can go reset whistle, megaphone, stam ankle weights. That is everything I wanted out of that. We could pick up an aroma diffuser if we wanted to. We're not going to be running multiple races anytime soon. And I don't really care about either of these. I think I can just grab an aroma diffuser in case we get hit with a migraine event. It does only cost me 13. It's not that bad. That's a good speed training. I think that is a speed training that we Vita 20. It gets 2 of our cards to Gold Friendship. It also comes with a Hishi Amazon hint for what that's worth, although I don't think she has anything useful to give us. Stats is nice. I stand corrected. And then our last 3 races are going to be late November here, Erica Show here, and Hopeful Stakes here. So we have 1 more turn to train. It's a fairly decent power training. 16 and 9 at a 7% chance to failure. The problem is that if we take this power training, I don't think I have enough energy to make it through all races at the end without burning a Vita 20. Whereas if I take this wit training, it works on Nishino Flower's Friendship, which is like, fine. We'd like to have that done before Classic Year, but more importantly, I know I can run all 3 of these races. If we take this power, well, we can actually be out of energy on the Hopeful Stakes, because we can't get hit with, Skin Condition there. Maybe I am willing to gamble on a 7% on this power. Yeah, you know what? I think I am. 7%, I'm fine not burning a Vita 20 on that. If we lose the roll, we lose the roll. Power training to 2. Now passing up on a single Rainbow Stamina. A power training that's good for advancing Friendship, and not much else. We are okay racing today. We also get a hint out of this, which is nice. Good. We can afford to gamble here, because even if we lose, we'll still be above 20. We'll still be above 0. And then we gamble on the Erica Show no matter what, and even if we go into the Hopeful Stakes with 0 energy, we cannot get a Skin Condition, which is nice. Shop Reset should be... Shop Reset's 2 turns from now. That's fine. We run this, because we don't have the energy to train. There's no point in resting. Good. And then what we get to do is we basically get to do a race for free. We have virtually no energy. You know what? That's really interesting. Let me think about this. So if we take top option, all of that energy goes away anyway after we do the Hopeful Stakes. If we take bottom option, some of that energy is going to go away. Even if we lose the roll at the end of the race, we'd still be net +5. But if we hit slow metabolism, that's fairly devastating for any potential future speed training. I think I would be okay gambling on this. Okay. And then there is technically a rainbow training today. It's not that good. It's not that good. None of these are that good. If we see... Wait, Shop didn't refresh, did it? No, not yet. At 209, and for you only costing 13, maybe I should just buy you. We're really flush on coins right now. And it would be nice to save us the convenience later if we do have to run 3 races in a row and we get Skin Condition, to just be able to fix it, like, immediately. I don't think I need to re-roll that. But our stats are very strong right now. I think I'm going to re-roll it anyway, because I think she's going to win most of the rest of her races with how this run is going right now. If we lose this, we don't re-roll again. Yeah, okay, we don't re-roll again. That's just unlucky. We had more than enough stats to win that race, but I'm not going to burn a million alarm clocks on it. That's also all of our slow metabolism energy gone. Okay, so our late December turn was fairly disastrous. It's basically like nothing happened on that turn. I'm really glad we didn't get slow metabolism now. Otherwise, we would have just gotten slow metabolism for basically no upside. We want both these manuals, we want grilled carrots, we want Vita 20. We're not going to be training stamina that often, so I don't need a stamina training application. I do want the megaphone. I do want both of these weights. We have 6 turns to buy them. We'll be able to do that. I think for now we just buy all of these. Even if I see a good power training, I'm not going to ankle weight it until summer break. We can again consume carrots immediately. We only have 2 friends that are left to level up, but we might as well use it to make progress on them. And then this has to be a rest, obviously. Not really missing out on any good trainings, which is nice. What a beautiful time for a plus 70. A power training that also has Creek there and also has Nishino Flower there for friendship progress is very interesting. I think I take that, especially because we don't have a versus race today. Let's take you. Nishino is now 1 friendship training away from making it to gold. Shinko Windy is going to need a little more help to get there. A solo rainbow isn't amazing. I don't mind this stamina training for working on Shinko Windy's friendship. I also don't mind this wit training for just preserving energy. We don't have a race that we can do today. This should probably be a stamina training, because we want Shinko Windy to be online for summer break for the possibility of triple rainbow trainings. So let's take that. I would really love to see like a Shinko Windy hint next turn to get friendship even higher. Plus 10 power versus plus 10 stam, plus 15 skill points. I'll just take power, because our energy is a little dicey right now. No Shinko Windy anywhere. Nishino on speed, but 14% to fail. I don't feel like I have to take that. I also don't really want to run it open. This could be a rest today. Yeah, I think this is a rest. If it was a good wit, I would take the wit, but let's refill our energy, and then get ready for our slate of races in March and April. Rainbow, hint. Shinko Windy still nowhere to be found. I don't care about a solo rainbow on Creek. I think we just take a versus race this turn. We take late March off, and then we run the Satsuki show early April. And I think that should be fine. I'm not re-rolling that either. We're at the point where we need to wait and save these for G1s. We should maybe think about buying a few cheap skills after Inheritance, though, to smooth over our win rate in the big G1 races. I want to buy both of those power manuals. I'll take 20 speed over 20 guts. Grab both of those. Grab the power ankle weights before they leave. Good. We have cleaned these shops out so far. We've bought basically everything we wanted to buy on every turn. It's an okay wit to just bide our time. Ooh, that's a good power. Never mind. We'll be taking that power. It pushes Nishino Flower to gold, and it puts Shinko Windy within range of gold. Give me 5 energy back out of that, and then we go Inherit, and we run Satsuki Show. This is going very well so far. This is going to be a mountain of stamina, especially with a URA Finale Spark in there. We get a shop refresh. Stamina training application, I don't care. Coaching Megaphone, Speed, Ankle Weight, Stamina, Ankle Weight, I want all of that. Plain Cupcake, Vita 20, Wit Manual, I want all of that. And this doesn't leave for another 6 turns. So we will have plenty of time to buy all of it, given that we run like 3 major G1s in this triangle. We are passing up a double rainbow speed to run the Satsuki show, but the Satsuki show is part of the Triple Crown, so there is no cost. Or there's no skill training that is so high that we would want to skip doing that G1. We have some stuff we can buy. Art Worker isn't actually going to contribute to us winning races. We might get hints for Fast and Furious and Position Pill for later. Give me Adept and Homestretch Haste. I just want some skills that help us win races. Because I don't want to have to blow too many alarm clocks on these. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. I'll be taking my hint now, please. Good Luck Charm and a Gut Scroll. We probably buy both of those. Are we missing anything else? We want the Vita 20. We want Speed Ankle Weight. The Coaching Megaphone is not the good Megaphone. I think I'm going to skip that. I'm looking for the 40s and 60s, not the 20s. We'll grab a Cupcake just for insurance. Exchange for these. This would have to be a phenomenal training to pull me off of doing a race today. None of them are. So I think we do another versus race today. Not really a difference between Tokyo and Tokyo. They're more or less the same thing. This is like Derby prep because it's longer. So let's take the one that gives more fans as well. Good. And then next turn we take off. Otherwise we'd be 3 in a row and the Derby would be 4 in a row. Probably going to end up being a rest. I wish you were on Wit, Chinko. I really do. So we can go Gut Scroll, Good Luck Charm. I would still like these weights. We'll be able to buy them. Give me these two for sure. This is a rest. This is Derby. This is training. And then this is probably Takarazuka Kinen. Passing up a double rainbow speed and a double rainbow power to run the Derby. But the Derby is worth at least 100 stats and probably closer to 150 over the course of a run. So we will be doing that instead. Again, don't need to spend an alarm clock on it, which is nice. Now we can buy everything else we want out of the shop. Stam ankle weights. Honestly, I may get an Artisan Cleat Hammer just because it's cheap. The idea behind the Artisan Cleat Hammer isn't necessarily that it's a good source of stats for the shop coins that you're paying for it. We're only going to get like +3 stats out of this, and paying 22 coins to get +3 stats is not a good rate when you're trying to build stats. But Artisan Cleat Hammers also increase the amount of skill points that you get from races. And given that this one is discounted, I might as well just pick it up. We can put it on some random G1 later in the year, get a few extra skill points, buy a few extra team trial skills. I think that's okay. I think these are still really, really low priority buys for me. But they're not like never buy. They're just very, very rarely buy. And then we also don't technically need to run the Takarazuka Kinen. If we wanted to get a win at like Hanshin Turf, we could, but I think that's going to happen fairly organically. I'd also really like to get... Oh, I really like Shinko. We need gold before summer break, but this is such a bad training to take. Oh, the upside of a triple rainbow in summer break is so good, though. So let's do it, and then we're going to rest late June. I really don't like it. Nimble Nav hint? I would love to get a Nimble Nav hint. And then this is a rest, no matter what. We're passing up the Takarazuka Kinen, but it does not contribute to any epithets. 59 is perfect. Show me shop refresh. We need to be a little careful with money here. We can't buy everything. Master Cleat Hammer is something we want. Vita 65 is something we want, but we can catch it early September, which is when we do our next race. Give me the manuals. Skip the smart scales. If we get slow metabolism, we'll just look for a cure-all later. Give me the Master Cleat Hammer. Because we have surplus stamina ankle weights right now, so I don't need to buy these. We have surplus megaphones, I don't need to buy them. We can just buy stats, and we can get our first Cleat Hammer. All of these trainings are very bad. I don't think I even want to pop a megaphone for these. Just give me wit for training. Okay, that's much better. We go all in on that. $57 extra stats. Please don't show me a triple rainbow after this. Single rainbow, I can live with that. This stamina training, considering that I have 3 ankle weights, is a pretty good stamina training. The only stamina card we have in the deck is Creek. So, these can't get much better than Creek plus another card showing up at them. I can take that. And then that's also a pretty good speed. This seems like a good time to drink a Vita 20 just to make sure it happens successfully. I wish I had a second speed ankle weight, but we haven't seen one, so we're only getting 16 bonus stats out of this instead of like 36. But that is still a really good summer break. Did I buy a cupcake? I did. We don't train this turn, so I'm going to run a race instead. We might hit Etsuko, but it's good to know that I can just fix that with a cupcake if I want to. This is a very nice stat line for where we're at in this career right now. Etsuko. And Etsuko, so I don't even need to burn the cupcake. Empowering Megaphone, I want. Double Stamina Scroll, I want. Empowering Megaphone, I want. I want all of this. We're probably going to race again this turn, unless that's an incredible training. Actually, you want this Vita 65 first, because it's about to leave. Yeah, buy that. You're gonna need a lot of money for all this. You probably have to skip the Royal Kale Juice. And then we need to race again this turn. We don't need to, but we'd really, really like to. We take early October off, and then we do the Kikuka show late October to finish the Triple Crown. At least look at the training you're skipping. It's an okay stamina. I'm totally fine with that. I think our stamina's in a great spot right now. If we hit a few triple rainbow speeds, this run goes crazy. Gamble. Times 10, sure. I can't afford all this, man. I have the race coins to buy all this. And there's a knee shop today. Okay, what's priority here? Stamina scrolls? For sure. I'm not going to be able to get the empowering megaphone. I think that's more important. And then I can get this speed manual. Guts training application I can skip. Scholar's hat? It's nice, but 252 is going to be a tall order in 6 turns. Actually, there's not a lot else here that I want to buy. It's like 1 speed manual and a Vita 20. We might be able to afford that Scholar's hat. Would I rather have a Scholar's hat or an empowering megaphone? I'd rather have an empowering megaphone if we see triple speed training next summer break. So I think we go like this. We're going to say goodbye to one of those stamina scrolls. We're going to rest this turn. We're going to run the Kikuka show today. Again, Triple Crown race. There's not really any training that is better than doing this. And we don't have a better training anyway. It is in the rain, but we have over 500 stamina right now. We have 550. We do not lose this race to stamina. If anything, we have more stamina than other people here. Yeah, this Creek with a unique is 3/4 of a length away, and then everybody else is distance. Good. That is Triple Crown done with minimal rerolls. And we hit the gamble. And we hit Stamina Eater. That's a good skill. That's a good skill. We're done with Maestro as well. So we need to win either the Japan Cup or the Arima Keenan. When do my items in the shop leave? Energy Drink Maxi X I can skip. I'm fine saying goodbye to that. In 4 turns. So 3 turns, 2 turns, 1 turn. I need to race early November, early December, late December if I want to buy Scholar's Hat, because I will not be able to afford it otherwise. That is doable on our current schedule, but it probably means I have to give up on a Stamina Scroll and a Guts Manual and a Vita 20. So this is QE2 Cup. This is just a normal G1. Actually, you should use your Artisan Cleat on this. This is just a normal G1. You should look at your Rainbow Training too. Yeah, we're fine to skip that. This isn't for an epithet or anything like that. This is just to get race coins. Good. And then what are we at for race coins? Hello, Etsuko. Lovely to see you. We are at... $213. So assuming that we win the Stayers Stakes, which is what we're doing early December, we're hoping that it's a versus race as well for a hint. We'd be at 313, and I need 252 to buy the Scholar's Hat. So I can spend 60. No, you're gonna have to get a calculator out. Hang on. You need to be very precise with this. We're going to be at 313 minus 252. I can spend 61. And this would be 65, which is exactly what I wanted. How many Vita 20 do I have right now? I have 2. I can give up on you, and then I can buy a Guts Manual. That'll put you at 268 after your race tomorrow. You can buy a Scholar's Hat, and then you'll be saying goodbye to everything else in this shop. Actually, if you don't get the Guts Manual and you buy this Vita 20, you can afford the Scholar's Hat exactly. That rocks. Let's do that. I like that plan quite a bit. Alright, so this can be a training turn. A double Rainbow Speed is actually a pretty good training turn. Let's just blow a Vita 20 on that. This is okay. Because your fast learner leaves the shop in 3 turns. You'll be able to buy it next turn. So take your speed. Run the Stayer Stakes, and we've put ourselves in a position where we actually need to re-roll the Stayer Stakes if we lose it. But at 577 with Curvature, or with Maestro, I'm just going to buy Maestro now so I don't have to worry about stamina ever again. It is a rival race, which is good. If we lose this, we have to re-roll it because we need the full 100 coins. It's not negotiable. Okay. By distance. Beautiful. Beautiful stuff. Hello again, Etsuko. Alright, 252 exactly allows us to buy a Scholar's Hat. So now we don't want to buy any other skills, because they can get very cheap by the end of this run. And then this is Arima Keenan Day, so that we get the epithet for winning the Japan Cup or the Arima in Classic Year and having the Triple Crown. This also, we must reroll if we lose, and we don't. Okay, incredible run so far. Really, really, really good. If we hit 1 or 2 triple rainbow trainings in speed over the course of the rest of this run, I think we are in excellent shape. This will be a rest going into senior year. There's Glittering Star, there's Ticket to Win. Here's our shop refresh. I am seeing a speed training application would be nice. Although it's getting a little late for a speed training application to be valuable. Realistically, how many times am I going to be training speed outside of summer break? Probably not that many times to warrant spending 150 on it. I may just get scrolls. Stam ankle weight, power ankle weight. I could stand out a second power ankle weight. Master Cleat Hammer I'd like. Vita 20 I'd like. Speed Manual, Guts Manual I'd like. I should be able to afford all of this. How are we doing on megaphones? We have one empowering, one motivating. I'd like a second empowering megaphone and a second motivating megaphone. Let's start with this, and then we'll plan on running a few races. Single rainbow, single rainbow. This is just going to be a rest. Plus 30 would be really bad. Yeah, that's not great. This is Breath of Fresh Air. Nice. That's 2 gold recoveries. And then this should probably... That's a good guts training, but we're not going to take it. This should probably be a race to continue building race coins. It's a rival race, so we'll get a hint out of it. I don't think I rerolled it. I think I hold on to my rerolls for the senior year G1s. The gamble doesn't really matter here. We're probably just resting again next turn. Single rainbow... There's just nobody here today. This is a rest. Double check the shop, make sure nothing's leaving. Yeah, this is a rest today. You can get Master Cleat Hammer and a speed manual, and then you're going to rest and race. There'll be 2 turns left on these. You can buy the other stuff that you wanted. 50 or 70, please. 50's good. That's not a bad stamina training. And we could procrastinate on buying in the shop by 1 turn. We have exactly enough time to take this stamina training. And then we go early March G2, late March Osaka High for Spring Triple Crown. I don't mind that. I'm not going to burn a megaphone or weights or anything like that on it, but I'll still take it. This is not a versus race, which is annoying. But we'll still take it because I need the race coins for stuff in the shop right now. Cool. We gamble. That's fine. It's a lot of stuff to buy. I don't think I need a lot of it, which is good. Resident End Closers? I'd rather have power and skill points right now, thank you. Alright, this is the priority stuff. Vita 20. Guts Manual. I could get this other motivating megaphone before it leaves, and then I'm looking at Wit Scroll Good Luck Charm up here. That's only 70, and I'm running the Osaka High this turn. That seems fine, so let's do that. Next turn is also a shop refresh, so there's going to be more stuff in there. We are giving up a couple of rainbow trainings, but none of them amazing to run the Osaka High. This is a reroll, because this is a Spring Triple Crown race. This is exactly what we're saving clocks for. This is exactly what we're saving clocks for. This is not a stats problem ticket, this is a U problem. There you go. Okay. More clocks than I would like to burn on it, but you've been very good at other races so far, so it's okay. We can look past it for now. It's so much stuff I want to buy, man. This is a shop reset day too. Oh, Jesus. There's an empowering megaphone in there. Those are 70, but I really want another one. I want the stat books. I want all of it. Yeah, I know. Alright, what are we buying in here? Do I have a good luck charm right now? I do have one good luck charm. I'm not buying a second one then. One is good enough for me. Let's go empowering megaphone wit scroll. I want you. I want you. I don't need you. I have 2 of them already. I want you. I want you. I want you. I want you. We have 6 turns to do all of that. 3 turns on the speed manual. We can make that. That's doable. Because we run the Spring Tenno late April. This basically has to be a rest. I really do not like how much we've rested so far, but... what else are you going to do when energy is this low? Passing up on a couple rainbow trainings, but none of them good, in order to take the Spring Tenno. This, again, is a reroll, if we lose. Good. Good, good. Winning the gamble here would be so nice, whatever. Speed, ankle weights, and an artisan cleat hammer. I wouldn't mind buying the artisan cleat hammer. However, we're not going to have the budget for it. Because we need to buy you and you. And you. And I still want to get you, and I still want to get you and you. You're gone in 4 turns, you're gone in 3. We may race again this turn. The only one I need to keep an eye out for is the Takarazuka Kinen in late June. So we can take any good versus race. Do we have any longs coming up? We do. So I could gamble on this being a rival race to potentially give us a hint for longs. And then we take early June off and we race late June. That would mean this turn is a rest. We would be able to buy these with 1 turn left. We would be at 110. We'd spend 75. We'd be at 35. These would cost you 45. You could get just the energy drink max. You'd have to give up on the guts manual. That's okay. I don't really care about that. That seems like a fine plan. That's a great time to get a plus 70. Continue building wit. Rival race on the long. Giving up single rainbow trainings, but no doubles. Take this. Good. Excellent time to fix mood as well. Don't need to burn a cupcake on that. This, I'd really like to be a wit training. So you guys leave in 1 turn. And then we grab you, and we're going to go into summer break with 105 race coins. We're good on anklets. We have 2 empowering megaphones. We have everything that we need to make this summer break a success. How many reset whistles do I have? Just 1. I wouldn't mind having more of those. But it is what it is. But okay power training. I actually don't mind taking it. And then we run the Takarazuka Kinen, and we blow a Vita 65 at the start of summer break to fix energy to start using those up. I think that's okay. Okay, and then we race. This is 3rd part of Spring Triple Crown. If we lose, we're re-rolling it. We're not losing, we're not re-rolling it. Okay. Winning game would be so good here, whatever. Stam, ankle weight, speed scroll, energy drink. Shop refresh. I don't need any of this. We can speed scroll, energy drink max. Vita 20, and then I can buy Stam Manual, Guts Manual on late September when we're coming out of summer break. Fixing our energy here is going to be a Vita 65. And then we're going to be taking probably this power training. It's going to overflow our energy a little bit, but that's fine. Oh, I didn't megaphone! It's like 10 stats we threw out the window. It's okay, we'll remember it this time. It's a pretty good stamina training, but we can kind of start... Well, no, we should keep the pressure up on stamina. Alright, give me an empowering megaphone. Stamina training is definitely the best training that's here. So let's just take it. Probably could have blown a weight on that as well. And then this, we're on the last 2 turns of summer break. I think we can get a better speed training than this. I think this is a whistle. We have naked rainbow trainings on speed and stamina. That is not good enough. So give me a reset. Still single rainbow. I need to be building speed, is the problem. So I think we go Vita 20. We don't use the speed ankle weight because I can do better than a single rainbow on speed. And if we don't see it next turn, that's just life. Kind of running out of time to use that speed ankle weight. So we empowering megaphone again, speed ankle weight. This is as good as we're gonna get for summer break, so we might as well blow it now. And that's that. Early September is going to be a race, because we still have stuff in the shop that we want. So give me this. 1 single rainbow speed training in summer break changes our life on this run. But, alas. Hey, there's still time for a triple rainbow speed to show up elsewhere, it's just that our speed training is only like level 2. So it's not going to be an amazing training. Gut Scroll, Energy Drink Max EX. Guts versus Power, we'll take Power. What did I want in here? Oh, Guts Manual, Stamina Manual, I would bet. And then Gut Scroll. We have 1 cupcake right now. That should be good enough. I don't think I need 2. Grab this. We can race this turn. It's not a versus race, though. Then I think we probably just rest. There's not even a rainbow training this turn. Just take a rest, then. And then we get our shop refresh. Reset whistle's huge. Speed manual's nice. Speed ankle weight is huge. Coaching megaphone's pretty good. I would like multiple of these things. Let's grab speed ankle weights now in case we see a good speed training. We'd like to have that on us. And then we'll pick up everything else later on. Like, that seems like a pretty good time to just blow a megaphone plus a speed ankle weight. Because we do not have a lot of turns left in the run. So we might as well burn what we've got when a good training shows up. And then this is going to take us into Autumn Triple Crown. We don't have spare cleats that I'm forgetting about, do we? You do. You have an extra artisan cleat. Blow it this turn. You are giving up a single... That's a good whip. Not nearly as good as a gold epithet, though. This is a reroll if we lose it. We don't. Okay. Another speed ankle weight. Very good. Single rainbow training today. That's not great. Buy the stuff that's about to fall out of the shop. It's actually this that's about to fall out of the shop, so buy both of those. Grab the speed manual as well. The only other thing in here that you want is probably the motivating megaphone. So grab those. You probably don't need to take that training, although you do have a megaphone active this turn, so maybe you should. I'll just drink 2 of the Vita 20s. I don't think this is worth blowing a weight on. We might see a better training in the finals. So we go like this, we run Japan Cup, we buy our last stuff in the shop, we rest early December, we run the Arima late December. It's alright, neither of those are great. This is Japan Cup for the epithet. Okay. Gamble me. We want all the early gambles. Ooh, that's an empowering megaphone. I want that. Energy back, please. Single rainbow power. That's not good enough to pull me off of resting this turn. All of these leave in 2 turns. Knowing that we have an empowering megaphone, I can skip the motivating megaphone, I think. Give me a reset whistle and empowering megaphone. Give me... We could just train Wit this turn because we get 30 energy back closer to the end, and we still have a good luck charm. Let's blow our personal energy on this. We'll just take a Wit training to manage our Wit and our energy a little bit. We could have run a race that turn, actually. You know what? I think that might have been a misplay. We could have run the Stay or Stakes there. Because we still get this energy back. Yeah, I think we probably should have raced early December. I just wasn't thinking. Single rainbow power. That is not better than the Arima. Alright, how are we looking here? We have all 3 of our Master Cleats. We're fine. We're so fine on energy. We get a Guts Manual and a Speed Scroll. Long Straights is good. Triple Crown Champion is good. Stats is good. Stats is good. And then here's our last 3 turns. This is where we need to pop off. Wit Manual, Guts Manual. Speed Scroll, Guts Manual. Don't need an Artisan Cleat Hammer. We have all of our cleats already. Don't need energy recovery. We might as well buy glow sticks because we have the coins for it and we're not doing anything else with them. And then we want to see 3 big trainings. This speed training is okay. If we blow the motivating megaphone now, we get it this turn and we get it next turn because it's training turn, race turn, training turn. So we go like this, and then do I want to gamble on spending a speed ankle weight? Knowing that I have a reset whistle, I don't think I do. Let's just do the megaphone. And we're basically hoping to get very lucky on these last turns. I want to see like triple speed or double power. Make sure you remember to use your cleat hammer. So that we get that plus 20. Okay. Two more turns for greatness. 1-1. We don't need to blow it yet, but we can do a power ankle weight this turn. Because we have 2 of them. And then no matter what we see on the last turn, we're covered. If it's bad, we can whistle it, and if it's good, we have a weight for it. Plus the 60% megaphone. We're putting all of our eggs into one basket for this final turn. Give me the cleat hammer. time. What do we get? Nothing. What a great time to have a whistle. Yes, man. Get that out of here. It's still not a rainbow. Oh, that's so sad. It's nothing. It's even worse. Well, sometimes you gamble and you win, sometimes you gamble and you lose. We'll take the power training because it's the best thing here. And then that'll be that. There is a better runner than this in this deck somewhere. I think this is a low roll for this deck. We'll use everything. So what do we have left over in our inventory? Speed and stamina ankle weights, which is like, we have those for insurance, right? To make sure that if there's a good training, we can jump on it. Good luck charm is much the same. If we see a good training, then we're at low energy. The good luck charm is basically the only way that we can take that without burning energy recovery. Aroma diffuser, rich hand cream, their insurance. I don't think we even ended up running a triple race stretch, but, you know, if we needed to, at least we have that option. And then the plain cupcake again, insurance. So there are a lot of shop coins that we have left over in our inventory here. But with better luck during the run, or I guess worse luck during the run, depending on your perspective, a lot of those would be gone, because we'd be using them to counteract negative effects that we're experiencing during a run, or taking advantage of good luck. I am not concerned at all about that number of items being in our inventory at the end of the run. They are all there for very specific reasons. So, where do we wind up? We're going to get plus 30 out of this. That puts us at 1100, 978, 998, 449, 573. I think it's possible that there is a 1200 speed, 1000 stamina, 1200 power, 450 guts, 600 wit run in this deck somewhere. This is not the run that's generated it, but somewhere in RNG, there is a very good run in this deck, and also I think this inheritance worked perfectly. So as far as what we're going to get, let's get both of our gold recoveries. Nimble Nav is good. Fast and Furious is good. Slick Surge is good. Hard Worker is not good, but it's cheap. And then can I afford a Radiant Star? I can't afford a Radiant Star. What would I give up on to afford a Radiant Star? Corner Adept, maybe? That puts us at 54. I don't think I'm going to be able to buy anything with 54. Oh, never mind. Man, if we see Hanshin, we're in great shape. We're a little shorter on skill points than I want, which means I'd probably like to run 2 or 3 more races. I think our race is like 60 skill points, so with 180, what else could we buy? We could buy Outer Swell. We could buy a Stamina Eater. Could actually buy like Stamina Eater and long straightaways. Yeah, we need to find a way to run like 3 more races on this ticket. Or I guess we could Cleat Hammer a little more aggressively. God, it's only an A+, that's insulting. 2 speed too late. And it's not... We're at 29 races. I think we need to be at like 34. We should have been at 30 if I was thinking about min-maxing correctly in senior year. This could be such a better run. This could be very, very, very good with a little more luck. It is crazy how big the discrepancy is between the winning ticket we made last time and this one. You can be legendary, even though you're kind of not. I think that's a bit of an outlier. But I also don't want to spend any more time on my long team trials runners anymore. So I think we're going to do Tamamo Cross next time, and then we're going to shut it down. This ticket for now, is probably gonna... Well, you know, maybe what we should do, honestly, just go back to running this deck. Run this deck with full stamina inheritances. That would have put us at like 900. And if we get Breath of Fresh Air out of Toast and Jordan, it's probably enough stamina to survive most longs. Maybe we do that. I still don't think I have long runners really figured out for Trackblazer right now, but I think we're continuing to learn, and I think we're continuing to improve. If we do Tamamo next time, what are your growths? 20 stam, 10 power. We can make the original deck work with Tamamo. We're gonna try that next time. That'll be the last long runner that we make, and then we'll move on to some other stuff. We'll give it one more try, just because I think there's a really good result in there somewhere if we can just find it. If we can just dig a little more for it. Anyway, let's go get dailies done. Also, our pulls are getting better every day. Because we've got free pulls for the next 5 days. We get a few copies of Top Road. We're going all the way to Kitty. Top Road would save my life in these decks. She would be significantly better than Sweep Tosho, and she would also free up that Matikane Bara slot to be other things. But we'll see. We'll see how it all shakes out. We'll also see if we can manage to get higher than 540k. Is that what we were at? I think we might have been a little higher. I mean, these are fairly consistent results, which is nice. Except for that one. That one's not super consistent. Hey, even that's a loss with 500k. It's not horrible. Definitely buy alarm clocks, because we are burning through them like crazy for Trackblazer. Promising. 538, not quite. Ooh, free alarm clock though, I'll take that. Oh, we're at 581? Holy cow, yeah, we're fine. I do not think that score will get caught. So we are back up into Class 6. Starting next Monday. We will be looking to defend our spot as well. You can't do miles. Where's my vodka? There she is. A beautiful S+ vodka. My 6X, let's go and get donuts vodka. Turns out that event is really good. You get it multiple times. Long shoes and Arima winner sash. I should probably get these because we just blew a lot of it on getting winning ticket up. Let's also do the archive. We're gonna get extra carrots out of this for making it to 57. And then let's also do our bingo spins. Along with our daily. Still need to play team trials 9 more times and do 2 more career playthroughs. We'll have more than enough time to do that. And then give me a spin. Okay, 1 more card done. One more card almost done. Very good. So that's going to do it for today. Tomorrow is the last long runner, I swear. We will get off of this long runner train. We'll go back to fixing up some dirt runners. We also need to work on our medium slot, because our medium slot is completely untouched right now. Although the happy accident of doing all of these runs where we built a deck without inheriting stamina, like, This is a deck for mediums, and then you just inherit power, is basically what this stat line is telling me. So I think we have the deck figured out. We just need to go and actually make the runners. But that'll be something for later in the week. For now, I'm going to leave it there. If you are enjoying the Uma series, do make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel. Those are metrics that I use to know what people are watching and decide what to spend my time on. And if you have any questions, comments, etc. about what we did in today's video, or you just want to let me know how things are going over on your account, drop down in the comments and let me know. But until then, I will see you guys tomorrow. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your night.